Now, the video that I'm showing you right now is a video where this Nio CEO was talking yet again about profitability. This is the video that was taken over the weekend, and once again, like I said, we continue seeing or hearing the CEO stressing the point that Nio is gonna get to profitability in Q4, which is something that is good news to us, the investors, right? This is one thing that we want to say because, look, if we don't get to profitability by Q4, obviously it's gonna give the short sellers an upper hand, and they are going to continue shorting the stock, because what will be the reason why we don't get to profitability when we have sold over 150,000 cars, or around 150,000 cars? Because that is what Nio is targeting to sell in Q4, and therefore the 150,000 cars should give us profitability. And that is why we are looking forward to Q4 or quarter 4, which is something that is very, very, very good. Another thing that obviously we saw, especially from Q2, where of course we saw that it's really picking up for Nio, it's the non-EV sales, the other sales, which obviously Nio CEO or the Nio's executive has revealed that they are getting a lot of money, or they are getting millions and millions from McLaren, because right now they are sharing technology, or their technology with McLaren, which is something that is so great. The CEO during the live Q2 lives earning call, they highlighted the fact that obviously in Q2 they receive millions and millions from McLaren, and they are continuing. It's just the beginning, which is something that is very, very interesting. Remember, McLaren, it is one of the first companies that are using, or that are indeed using Neo's technology. And why not? I mean, Neo, when it comes to technology, they are up there, right? And McLaren choosing Neo to use for their technology, their software, something that is just so great, right? And just imagine the other cars that we might see in the future, the other brands that they might see in the future joining hands with Nio, wanting to use Neo's technology. Can you imagine the total revenue, the other total revenues that Nio will be able to generate? I'm telling you, it's going to be so crazy. The fact that we are seeing, of course, a brand or a company like McLaren utilizing Neo's technology, it shows you the kind of technology that Nio is producing and deploying onto their cars. It is just the beginning, my dear friends. It is just the beginning. I'm telling you, and I cannot wait. I cannot wait what the future holds for Nio. But it is looking very good. It is looking very clear. The blue sky that we've been talking about, it is really approaching, and very soon we'll be seeing, of course, Nio doing so well. So as we approach quarter 4, so many of the investors will be monitoring if whether Nio is delivering, it's of course producing the results as they said they would, because we know that they want 150,000 deliveries in Q4 that would give them, or that will give them, the profitability that they are talking about. Other sales we don't know, but revenue wise, for the very first time in quarter 4, Nio is expecting to see their revenues go over $3 billion. This is what Nio is expecting to see in terms of revenue generation in Q4. And boy, I must say, I look forward to what is coming. Tell me what you think. This week, some of the events that are expected to this week, some of the events that are expected today, apparently there is something that will be happening with Firefly. There is an announcement, or a sort of like big announcement, that Firefly will be announcing today. We'll wait, we'll see what that announcement is all about. Again, tomorrow we are going to be getting insurance registrations reflecting the numbers that we saw from Nio for last week. And yeah, so far, for now, those are the events that at least we can mark the calendars to say, obviously, we need to closely monitor and see what's that about. But otherwise, the rest of the week will just be checking content or the latest developments as they. Otherwise, for the rest of the week, we'll just be checking, as I always do, check the content or the latest developments that is coming from Nio and give the content to you guys. Because like I always do on a day-to-day, I try to give you Nio's latest development, latest content, because look, I believe that this kind of content is the one that makes us to remain long and strong onto Nio. Hearing the Nio CEO time and time again coming out and say that, you know what, profitability, we still see it's coming in Q4. Profitability, just that word, it makes us as investors to be really excited, right? We know that the profitability that obviously we are going to see in Q4 is going to be the non-GAAP profitability, which means that that is the profitability that excludes the share-based compensation. I mean, we've discussed what that is. I mean, during the Q2 Live's earnings, or if you go and have a look at the earnings report, you'll notice that there are net losses for there is GAAP net loss and there is non-GAAP net loss, right? The non-GAAP net loss is slightly lower than the GAAP net loss because the non-GAAP, it takes out the share-based compensations and all that, which is something that, of course, if Nio is talking about the non-GAAP profitability, it means that it will be profitability excluding the share-based compensation, that like what we've discussed, right? But anyways, we have discussed that in detail during last week's Q2 earnings. Share price wise, we don't know how Nio will perform this week, but hopefully tomorrow's insurance registrations will give some of course fuel or some acceleration into the share price, once again continuing with the surging. But anyways, let me end this video here. I'll see you on the next one. Like this video, subscribe, hit that notification bell. It takes me some time to make videos like this, and all I ask from you is to give it a thumbs up if you enjoy, or if you enjoyed the content that I was giving you about Nio, seeing the Nio CEO coming. And once again, stress profitability. It is always important, and for investors it is always good to hear this. But anyways, I'll see you on the next one, my dear friends. That is all from me, and God bless you all.
四季度就安心卖车了，就安心交付车啊，安心提效。这四季度我们是踏踏实实打仗啊，就踏踏实实的去做好这个日常的运营啊，就是我们用来稳健的去做经营啊，但目标非常明确啊，所以我的信心还是有。